Hello YouTubies, I'm Grant, this is The Garage, this is Granty's Garage, and in this video I'm going to show you how to bring your windscreen washer jets back to life for free. For this job you will need a T20, something to turn it with, and you're going to want smaller pry or leverage tools, and a small flathead screwdriver makes this a lot easier. And that's it. Seems potentially daunting, actually a very DIY friendly job, shouldn't take too long. On the 986, first thing you need to do is take off the battery cover, anti-clockwise half a turn on the keys on the side, pull it up, slides out of the front. You then need to get your I want to say 25 or 20, would have confirmed in the tools earlier. You undo this screw and this one on here to lift up these. That one you will have to take the washer fluid cap lid off to remove. I've already undone this one. They just lift out once they're unscrewed and you pull them forwards. This gives us access to the connector, electrical connector for the jet, as well as the tube feeding it the water. And now I'm going to try and get the camera to show you what's going on here. This is the side view. Forgive any wonky camera work. Here's the electrical connector. Here is the water tube that feeds the actual jet, and you can sort of see how it's being held in by a clip. This will make more sense when I get him out, because you'll see how he's actually in there. A couple of things we want to do before that. First one, while it's in situ, forgive me, undo this tube here. You might need to use something to push it down, like a screwdriver or a flat plastic trim tool, which will show you shortly, but you can pull on that. And we want to undo this. Let me show you. Hopefully this can be seen okay. Let's deal with the electrical connector first. That's here. It's exactly the same the other side, but the other way around. You need to squeeze the two tabs at the end there, wiggle it loose, and then this part here is sat on like a cradle, just sliding down. It might be a bit stiff, but it should, there we go, slot out, and you'll see there's a connector on it like that, sort of a press tab. I'm now underneath here going to remove the hose by just pinching and wiggling it, and that comes off like so. It's actually taking the bottom of the injector with it there, which you might be able to see. We can see some of the gunk on it. That's okay, that's what we're taking apart. Not the injector, the jet. And then you simply push him up and through, and it's loose. I'm just going to pull this piece out of this tube. Okay, here's the washer jet, and I'm going to do my best to make sure all this stays in camera. Now this bit may end up, like mine did, staying in the tube, which is fine. It's done half the job for you. But you will see if they don't, which they shouldn't, but they might. This little clip each side, and if you get just a little screwdriver, clip release tool, and you just persuade him to come loose, you'll see that will now release. Now, the first place I found, now considering I did this only a couple of years ago, there's still gunk on here, which is worth showing you. There is a seal here that should be more, or well, less perished than this one. So you may want to consider replacing these if yours look any worse than this. But you can see the dirt already coming off of this. And if you actually release the rubber piece, we now have this part here, which is where the water comes through and then feeds. And you will find a lot of gunk and algae in this, which you can clean. You can just clean it with water and sort of a toothbrush is what I used. You have the seal itself, and then if you look inside, you may see that there's some dirt just where the actual opening is. If I can try and can you see that dark piece? That's the dirt in there. And then we will have potential gunk and grime all stuck up in there. Now we're not going to probably get any light in there to show you, but ultimately the water goes up there, comes out of this hole. So we're getting to clean it from the back here. You can use compressed air. You can use one of those wire brush stick cleaners. You can use soap solution to be able to just break it down. And you just need to give them a good clean. And I'll show you what you can measure, what they look like afterwards. Now, this is to hopefully give you an idea of what free flowing should look like. Obviously, we don't have anything pressure here. Let's get some water. And if you just pour it in the back, you'll see the speed at which it comes out. This one is perfectly clean. Let's wait for it to slow down. So that sort of speed, if you're getting that sort of drip, that's clear enough that when it's under pressure, your washer jet is going to be as good as new. So clean out the inside of there, clean up the seal, clean up this end, or this end, sorry, can you see, of the inside bottom piece. and then you put it all back together, your jets will be just as good as new. What you'll find in here is dirt, debris, algae, gunk, all of these sorts of things. Just give it all a good clean. You don't need to use any difficult chemicals. You can see this kind of stuff. If I can get it to focus. There. So give them a clean up, and you've got a 10-15 minute job, wash as good as new. After you've cleaned them, reinstallation is just the reverse of how we got them out in the first place. For the sake of this actual video, I wasn't able to show you what the poor performance might look like so you can know the telltale signs. You're likely aware of it if you have it. The reason being, I cleaned mine a couple of years ago. It was a technique I had to find out how to do myself because there wasn't really any help around it. Worked a charm, seen a few people talking about it on the group, so I'm making this video partly for them and then for an ever-essent record of being able to go and do this. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing to the channel. We've got a whole playlist of how-to DIYs on the 986. There's general how-to videos, and then we have some fun with some ludicrous budget project cars as well. Give us a thumbs up if you found that helpful. Hope it helps for your car. See you in the next video.